really looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, and you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game. They've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys, a Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Hansen. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. They cross midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes second and 8. Back to pass again. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke. And the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Hansen. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
that's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well run him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Driving forward, it's Fletcher. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Look out! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Churns into the pile. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Mensa rushes on. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Canes are threatening on first and goal. They'll run with Brett. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Well, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Finds his man down the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Hits inside, it's Henson fighting off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just feeds the running back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. On the run, it's Henson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over. Obviously bringing Hanson at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hanson, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, it's Fletcher. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Give to the back. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half they understand all of the hype and excitement surrounding their wide receiver, and they are trying to get him the ball, but it just hasn't gone that way so far in this game. I know they want to target him. Try to regain some of that confidence and momentum. We'll see if he can get into a rhythm with his quarterback here to start the third. Back to you guys.
Ollie, thank you. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Fletcher. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Keeps it moving. It's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off. That's a big win for this defense.
With the catch, it's Sowell.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Hurricane sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Selling the fake. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's past the marker. Gives him the big stiff arm. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Mensah. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Running inside, it's Hansen. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got it. Powers through the defender. On the stop.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Under pressure, and they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hansen. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy's dynamic and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Here's Peoples. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. From deep, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're all over him. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Turning it on! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Left side, it's Vaughn.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Working that wide receiver screen. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of room to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, Do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws it deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Hansen. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Needs it here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He wants to take the top off. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Peoples. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted deep in his own end. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. At the 45 on They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Canes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second and long here. Here's Mensah to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Quick catch. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Changing the routes with his receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Needs it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Makes the grab. He's past the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation